Hello,
Hi,
I am still Rainis,
and I am still Yanis.
and we are watching the next game of our regionals. And before we get into the game, I would like to say big thanks to everyone who came down to our nice city, and because we had a lot of visitors, and yeah, thank you very much for coming. It was very nice to meet new players.
Yeah, and I would like to say thank you to you, Rainis, for putting this thing together, because you contacted a lot of people over the net.
Oh, yeah.
And you actually contacted Riga that was there as well.
Right.
So that was an amazing job from you. Thanks.
Yeah, we had the artist from the many cards, Liga Smilškalne. She came down and she signed some cards and also the playmats, and so it was also very interesting to hear what she has to say about how the work process is in developing these cards.
Yeah, that was interesting to see an insight of that.
What else? Oh, yeah. Okay, so the game has started,
Yeah,
and
let's get to the point. Yeah. So who's playing?
it's Maris, the Maris who has only corset. He's playing Wayland, and Uldis is playing Noise, and already some milling starting. I guess, yeah, that's quite dangerous to leave your headquarters open, but it's also dangerous to leave your R&D open.
Yeah, it is. Did you play any of these guys during the tournament?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I played Uldis, and it was the last game, and we kind of successfully eliminated each other's chances to get anywhere beyond the preliminary rounds. So yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I know that Mars also did quite well. He was at 8th place before the last round.
Yeah.
And so I guess he also somehow got eliminated. It was the girls this time did very well. We had 3 girls, and all 3 managed to get into top 10. So
Yeah.
that was
I know. We shouldn't think that girls can do
Surprised.
less than we, but it's just a rare thing. Girls in general in this hobby, and that they can actually kick our butts is even a bigger surprise. But that's great. It's amazing to see things like that. And talking about Maris with his corset, I'm just gonna go and say he did amazingly well. I mean, better than anyone else with experience and better cards. I mean, it's just great. It would be nice to see what he can do with expansions added to his deck. So, yeah.
Yeah, he kind of wants to keep playing it with corset only just to prove us that it's good, and it is good, yes. But with additional cards, it's not necessarily gets better, but it sometimes gets more interesting because just the strategies you can use are more varied and
more variety to your game. Yeah, it looks like Maris is in trouble with ice shortage, because he just spent his last turn drawing up cards and still no ice anywhere but R&D. So, and he's not resing the only one here. Okay, he has only 3 credits, so that kind of explains it.
yeah, I'm not sure if all this I don't know. How do you feel about trashing those pad campaigns?
I would have done it, especially since he has an imp out. I mean, this was kind of obvious. I would have done at least one of those this turn. Of course, I wouldn't spend money because it looks like money is in short supply for all this right now. But he has an imp out. I mean, I would have done it. But maybe he's saving it because he can get to an R&D right now pretty easily. So.
Yeah, I think trashing pad campaign would be maybe better than
but I would have
trashing
trashed
the
it.
beanstalk.
I would definitely would have trashed it, yeah. But who knows? And I see that he has ice. I think that was Enigma, and I can see a wall of stat. Yeah, so there are ice. I guess the money is the problem. I don't know. But if the bad campaigns stay up, it's just going to be great. But here's the ice, yeah. So we'll see how that turns out. And he took a credit for the last install credit. Interesting how he's holding the markers, the counters in between both of the players to count the turns.
Yeah, that's useful for us, for everyone viewing. It's because many times people like to shortcut things, and then it's okay. We don't know at what state they are in during the turn, and this really helps to see.
It does. Early on, when I just started playing, I saw a video where somebody was actually placing the counters on the things that he did. If he drew a card, he placed the counter on top of the R&D, or if he played an ice, he played the counter on top of the dice, and then just cleaned them off at the end of the turn. But it's easy to follow what was exactly done, but nobody does that. I guess it just takes too much effort. So.
Well, Arto in the tournament, the guy who, okay, I'm not gonna spoil anything. So
did pretty well.
Yeah, he did pretty well. So he also used counters, and he placed them where he's playing the card.
Ah, yeah.
So,
oh, wow. That's cool. Yeah, that's really helpful. Okay,
so I guess it was the hostile takeover.
Yeah. And it looks like Wayland finally has some money. So it's much easier with that. See how he has, what is it? What's the resource there?
Public sympathy. Yeah,
that's a rare card to see.
Yeah, but he doesn't have plus crits in his deck, so maybe that's kind of
that's like an alternative.
His way of protecting against flatlines. Maybe he has 2 public sympathies, then you can get 9 cards, and that could be enough.
Yeah, that's actually nice. It helps against both meat damage and net damage, so or brain damage for that matter.
Yeah, it's quite good. And Noise might, I think he has personal workshop. I don't know if he has Steam Hack. So maybe his plan was to actually Steam Hack a lot of things into existence, and then just don't care about the brain damage much.
Wow, this was like run, and the last click just went away because of Enigma. So.
And well, it's both players' setup is quite common at this moment. Well, okay, the public sympathy is a bit surprise, but for Noise not playing any breakers, that's normal.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Oh, there's
another hostile.
Yeah. Getting some
so
money.
Now you should definitely. Oh, well, I think you should definitely trash those pad campaigns because you'll get 2 free credits to trash them, and.
Yeah. He should have done it a while ago, I think, because now they're already gaining money, because the first 2 turns you're just kind of getting back what you spent, but starting from 3rd you're already earning, and this is like, I think this was the 3rd or 4th turn that they were out. I didn't quite follow that, but so yeah.
But it's always kind of, you want to keep your head in, well, you want to keep yourself in like ahead of the other player in the tempo, and if you decide to trash the resources, you lose quite a lot of. You lose the tempo, and
yeah, well,
sometimes it can put you very far behind.
When I play, it's either you do it from the beginning or you don't do it at all. Because if you start doing in the middle of the game, where every click counts, I mean, I think it's just then it's messed up. Well, that's what I think, because actually in this tournament there were a lot of these corps, especially Jinteki ones, that had a lot of money and all these assets all over the place, and it's just like, well, I thought I probably would be spending all game just trashing those, so I just skipped that entirely. But this. Probably Wayland playing, I don't think there will be as many assets or remote servers, so it's doable. So you should have, I would have taken them out early on, and then not worry about those. But of course everything's situational, and it's always easier to give advice when somebody else is playing. But when you're playing, it's all different. You're seeing everything from different perspectives. So. But okay, while I was blabbering, some heavy artillery was put out by the Uldis, two parasites.
Yeah, the power of Noise, he can be quite destructive, and the ice can be quite a deficit, because it can get trashed just from milling, it can get trashed from the table, and so yeah, many times Noise doesn't need the breakers.
Yeah.
But the best strategy I've found out, again, while playing against Noise, for me as a corporation, would be just to score everything as fast as possible, because Noise has a very big problem to get into servers.
Yeah.
and he needs to like wait for the parasites to kill something. And even these days, well, some noise players have breakers, but most of them don't, I think so. And also the money problem, noise doesn't really roll into cash. He's many times poor, and he gets by with his few credits to install the stuff he needs, but it won't help him to get into those remotes.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, interesting that, I mean, how many cards are there in archives? Quite a bit, I think. And Mars is playing it cool. Doesn't look like he's much worried about the.
Yeah, but
whoa, that's a big one. Too bad I don't think there are many.
Oh, there are
good
two
problems.
parasites that are
Oh
gonna go
right,
away.
yeah, wow, of course, 2 parasites. It's always, I somehow eliminate parasites from the list of the programs because they're somewhere away.
But
No.
yeah, I think that Uldis knows that Maris has only core set, so this kind of also eliminates the threat of Jackson Howard. So or
He's
interns.
not rushing.
So yeah, he knows that if
Yeah,
there are
yeah.
agendas in the archives, they will stay there forever.
Okay,
So
yeah, that's true.
that's a very, very big advantage when you just
Yeah,
have
actually,
the idea
come
of
to
what
think of it, that's
opponent
like a
has.
huge advantage. It's just,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my time with those. Yeah, because I mean, the only thing you can do against that while playing Corset is try to win before he does.
Yeah, and these days actually it's so scary to play against Corporation because you have no idea. The archetypes are so many, and the cards that you can put in your deck are just completely weird combinations you can make up. Of course, not all of them are going to be tournament competitive, but you can get by with many surprises. And okay, this for Corset, this is the agendas that you can change in Corset are not.
Yeah, there's not a lot of way around
Yeah.
it either. you got what you got. Yeah. Well, it's still pretty good. I think for Mars right now, the situation, I think it's better for him than Noise, but who knows? Yeah, we don't know what's in archives.
Yeah,
it might be the game ender right there, but as long as Uldis is not running there, it's not. So and things can change pretty fast. I mean, he might have a Scorched Earth 1 or 2. Well, 1 wouldn't do much, but 2. Oh, but there are. How many Scorched Earths are there in Corset?
there are 2 only.
Oh, that's enough. So you might have 2.
Yeah.
And if he has 2, then it's just 1 tag away. And the only way you can give him a tag is, well, that Raven that's already out. That a Raven, right?
Yeah, that's that. Right.
Yeah, and then maybe he has
Snare.
Snare. Yeah, Snare is a good way. Hunter, yeah, was it? Hunter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hunter. Well, there are also some ice that can be splashed, and like Shadow.
Shadow,
also
yeah,
gives-
as well, yeah. Shadow isn't a bad ice actually. It's well, it used to be good. I don't know. I haven't seen anyone playing Shadow for a while, but maybe Mars is. Who knows?
But yeah, only 4 ice so far.
Yeah.
That's and they have, I don't know. I was thinking about adding turn counters for the game. Maybe I'll do it for some of the next games, because that's also an interesting information that people usually don't keep track of. And if you would ask like regular player who hasn't done any Netrunner math, they wouldn't have a decent idea of what's like mathematics behind when you install a card and it stays on your table like usually for around 5 turns maybe, and it doesn't really give you that much benefit as you might think it does. So I don't know, it might be interesting to see what kind of are like the average turn count. When I was playing on Octagon, I think I noticed a lot of times like 40 turns, 50 turns maybe max, but so that means like you have like 20 turns maybe in the game.
40 turns both.
Yeah, both.
Okay, that's not a lot actually. That's a short time.
And many times you can also see this by how your deck is running if you're a corporation. Many corporations draw a lot, but you don't usually deck yourself, and and so you should have a decent idea of how long do you want to drag the game out, if you're going to be strong at like later game or early game, or
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so I didn't see what happened, but I think Uldis was running the server. At least he pointed it towards it, but nothing happened. So maybe he changed his mind. So
okay.
That's another security.
Yeah, so that's already 5 turns. So
Yeah.
any 2-pointer will be a game now.
Well, how many 2-pointers does the corset has that he might have? Another the security.
Okay, checking the archives.
Okay.
Now we'll see. Okay, there is one. So it's also
that's it.
5 points.
And there's C source. So there's another way to give the tag to the.
Yeah.
It's 5-5, close game. But
If yeah,
it's still okay. Still okay. I still feel like
it's anyone's race.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But I still feel like Wayland's. I'm kind of rooting for the Mars. I don't know why, but kind of feels that he's playing the corset feels like a bit of a more challenge. But I guess it isn't. I don't know. It's tricky. It's tricky with Netrunner.
But at this state, it looks like Mars has a decent place to be. That remote is totally safe. The canned is also safe, and the R&D is also annoying because it's so expensive to deal with the tags.
Yeah.
So yeah, that Archer raise was really great for him at the time to destroy those 2 parasites.
Yeah, that's true.
And okay, so he's gonna do some serious R&D digging. I wonder what was that card? Did you see?
I didn't see, but he kind of he held it out for a moment. So
because sometimes as noise, it gets annoying when the card that you trashed was the card that you.
he changed his mind.
No, yeah, he doesn't install it yet. He will probably wait.
He gave an advantage. Okay, it's not a big advantage. Oh, it was
Hadrian's
Hadrian's wall. That was Hadrian's wall. So it's not scorched earth yet. But it's interesting, yeah. He needs to get an. I think there are no other 2-pointers in corset that he might have. Is there? No.
No. There are the priority.
Priority acquisition. But that's 3-pointer.
Yeah.
Then he might have another.
Post and bounty is also 1-pointers.
There's but that's.
Yeah, there are no other 2-pointers than these guys with the guns. What was the name?
Some private security force or something.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's see how it goes. But and Uldis has no money. That's never good. Oh, maybe that's why he didn't play it. I don't know. I don't know. How he discarded.
But yeah, that scored private security force is also something that can help with the flatline, because it's still one meat damage that you can bring up. If you have like 1 scorch, you can scorch and then use this to get
2 more.
1.
2.
Well,
it does 2.
No, 1 click is 1 damage.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
With 2, it would be very nice.
Well, it would. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's why you don't want to end your turn with tags. That's why the Raven is still pretty annoying. We'll see.
But I think that with medium he's probably preparing for big R&D dig.
Okay, there's an install in the remote.
And Maris kind of has to force his hand to just
another remote and another remote. What is he doing? What is this?
There aren't that many assets in the corset.
What is this?
Well, one of those is probably Pad Campaign, and one is
Melange.
Melange.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. By the way, I saw Scorched Earth in his hand. So yeah, he's probably like, come on, get a tag, just get a tag.
Can't see from the glare, but I think it's medium. How much did he pay? I don't know.
It's 3, I think it was medium, yeah. Okay. Dum dum dum. We'll see how this turns out.
Well, 3 cards. It cannot be also good.
Big discussion about you have to take a tag. No, I don't want to take a tag. But okay, he takes a tag. Oh, there's the counter there. Well, this is like feels like all this is going all in.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's nothing there. Another one, because otherwise there was no point. There's no other run. Interesting. So the first one was install, right? Oh, surge. Okay, okay, there we go. So that's like 4 cards. 3 cards. 4 cards.
Yeah, 4 cards in total. Yeah.
It's like it's the
run, surge, run, and then
snare, tag,
oh
another tag. Ouch! And
he had the scorch. So.
And Maris has money, so he can Wow, this is unlucky. This is something you don't wanna. Yeah, well, snare is never a good sight if you're playing against it. Yeah,
but yeah, as you saw, scorch in hand, so then this is game. And sometimes you need to take these risks. Not sure if maybe it was the right time.
Yeah, well, 4 cards is a lot of cards. I mean, especially you need 1 agenda, since well, basically it's just 1 agenda. Yeah. Well, maybe I didn't see Scorched Earth. What did I see? Because I thought I saw Scorched Earth. Well, what would you do? What would you do? He's looking for that. But okay, he doesn't have Scorched Earth. Oh, that was prior to requisition.
So he scores.
Wow. Okay, then I take that back. It wasn't.
Wow, and he leaves it. Well, this is.
I would have done 3 clicks in the meat damage.
Because now he is going to see so many cards.
Yeah. Well, this is interesting. Okay, so it's like 5 cards.
Yeah.
So he's seen the first 3. Oh no.
That's a 1-pointer.
It's like, come on, it's the only 1-pointer you have left in all the deck, and I get to see it.
But wow,
this was, I don't know, was it reckless, or maybe it was just, you know, it might be stress. It's like he's like so close. It's like 6. Well, it was 5-5 then. Now it's 6.
This is so close, and he has, I think, 3 turns still. Yeah. So he might. I don't know. Want to check the archives? There are 2 cards there.
Okay, another one running again.
This is. He will see 2 extra because 1 he stole. We can't see what it is, but
and the deck
I guess no agenda.
Nah. It's
wow.
This is the most I mean stressful.
When you're seeing 7 cards, that's impossible.
Snare! Oh, come on. That's amazing.
Wow, from all the cards.
Yeah, that's the second snare there.
I guess oh, he has security force.
Yeah,
actually he could have won.
That's what I told you. I would have done meat damage, not scored it.
Right. Because yeah, I completely didn't notice it.
Yeah. I mean, I think he maybe forgot because he's placed agendas one on top of the other.
Maybe.
And the posted bounty. I don't know, but the posted bounty wasn't there. This is Scorched Earth. Okay, yeah. Wow. He was. I
guess there was agenda.
Yeah. And he had the yoga out, so he could have just walked in there and won the game. But it's never good. I never check because it makes you feel like, damn, why didn't I check it? Yeah. So yeah, well, it was a good game.
Yeah, it was so close. I think that both players did a very good job at this game, and it certainly was interesting.
Yeah, and then good job, Mars. I mean, just with the corset. Great game all around. So yeah. Well, thanks for watching, I guess. Right?
Yeah, and next we will move into second game and some other players, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll add some extra information.
Yeah,
but I don't know. It's quite of. Well, it's a lot of work to process these videos.
It is. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye.